I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Evening edition, final set of pick for every video. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So you're new to the channel, and thank you very much. So I joined you anyway. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We are very, very grateful for your constant support. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Someone subscribe to the channel, like, you should subscribe, turn your notification turn and choose all. Send it anytime you have content. Ever drop what have you and you're first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Send it you be come up with you're the best in terms of sports analysis. And in the last few hours, a lot of things have been going on in terms of transfers, breaking news, the various things. They're very, very important conversation. And of course, in the world of football, I say on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So of course, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Now we be and you come up and for more very important. First thing, and the Chelsea for on a new jersey for next season, and a very, very nice jersey. Still, there is no official front shirt sponsor for next season because Dan Marcafono deal with Chelsea ends at the end of the season. Maka say Chelsea are being clear. Say at the end of the day, they will do their analysis, not how they will get a front shirt sponsor based on if they will qualify for the Champions League or not. A very, very important thing to Chelsea and your sporting directors now, especially with respect to how they want to run the club going on. Chelsea have confirmed the 25-26 home shirt launch scheduled for the 16th of May. And launches our shirts now on very, very important stuff for Chelsea given how things are going to go on. And I'm saying official Chelsea's new home shirt will be unveiled at that point in time. And then Commander Elkoso, we've spoken about transfers and then power, but there have been some more updates with Dean Hudson, Victor Osimhen. There have been conversations about Andrey Santos and a host of almost all of the players. But the big news, and then you say was from the camp of Abrantia, your friend Reece James, and then Sky for call Chelsea for the training ground. I mean, the training that's going on for the Manchester United game on Friday, Sky for call on what he realized was that Abrantia, your friend Reece James, now you're absent. Now you're really absent. Our training on it. Christopher and Kuku, both of them were absent from today's training. What we are hearing, and they say, not any big deal be or Chelsea for Abrantia friend Reece James in training 24/7. There are certain days that they allow him get some rest. So they will recoup the energy, so they will be beating up on the games not consistently or Reece James and they will say that on your available training grounds, it was not much of a big deal. It was just Reece James resting, getting himself together, and then trying to make sure that at the end of the day, he's going to be fit enough for the subsequent games that are going to come. So now absent from training. The story of Abrantia friend Dean Hudson has come up again, and the thing is that Madrid have come in the conversation, asking questions about a 20-year-old player. Spaniard Amati, my friend in Madrid, or Santiago Bernabeu. Maybe say a lot of questions about him. Said they want him to be the asset. For the past few hours, I'm at Chelsea for a little bit worried because at some point in time, Madrid for the focus in Abrantia friend William Saliba. But all of a sudden, it looks like she said Madrid for are turning back to Abrantia, your friend Dean Hudson to come in and help them get a job done. The way Chelsea played in the second half with 10 men. Following Nicolas Jackson dismissal have made big difference in the mood in the camp as they prepare to take on Manchester United at home on Friday. Chelsea for say Charlie, very, very stuck together based on how a game they against Newcastle for, and they want to make sure that at the end of the day, on being a lot of success, our game on Manchester United this week, any easy game at all, because like I was saying this morning, Abrantia friend Ruben Amorim would want to win that game. Send Obama Manchester United some bragging rights. Lose against West Ham United the last time out. Chelsea or take something away from the game. They will get a bragging right against Chelsea for, and it's something that Abrantia friend Ruben Amorim and Abrantia are pushing very, very aggressively to get a job done now. Abrantia friend Bruno Gamarash or Chichimu the tactical Newcastle for the UC against Chelsea. Now Bruno Gamarash, also we have seen from the start about Chelsea that they start a little bit slow. We try to score first and we did this. I think this was a big one for us. We enjoy scoring first, and this was part of the gaffer's plan. So give him some credit, and that is according to Bruno Gamaraes. So Charlie, your video analysis no and stuff like that. So almost gave me a Chelsea about this season, especially away from home. They start slow. They warm themselves up into the game a little bit later, and they decided to go into the game and be more aggressive, and then find ways on the head to Chelsea for. And until your first goal, it was right into the plan of coach your friend Eddie Howe. Send about BBR and about come. I'm almost at advantage, and Chelsea for are in a place that need to beat Newcastle United. Send about things will go on well for them. But with respect to transfers, still, and now over the last few days, he didn't come up. Even Victor Osimhen from Napoli on loan Galatasaray isn't being ruled out at this stage. But Chelsea found his wage demands prohibitive when negotiating for him last summer. I think Chelsea will be aggressive in signing a striker and end up with a capable option to complement Nicolas Jackson. And that is Chelsea's plan. So by the time a summer we be really here, no money another top centre forward, our Nicolas Jackson who to come in and come and add to the quality of winning one. Something that's very important. I've discussed it this morning, and I'll say it again. The Chelsea for need a bullish, aggressive killer L boxing, and that can be in the person of Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen, somebody that will come in and give you the goals, that will dictate the pace of the game, that can be very combative, win duels, aerial duels, ground duels, and signing money. Somebody that will be able to do that, and that is what Chelsea for an extra and Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen, is probably one of those players that Chelsea for are pushing to come in to come and do the job, to get a job done. For them now, Chelsea and Arsenal are front runners in free transfer for Abrantia friend Leroy Sané. As it stands now, Leroy and Nadia was signing contract extension for team friend FC Bayern München. And we're actually near some clubs in England would want to bring him back to England. So Leroy Sané at Manchester City was a very, very important player to send an free on under Josep Guardiola at Bayern München. What we are hearing from Nizar Cancelo to Chelsea, absolute priority, your attack, and Abrantia friend Victor Gyökeres, Abrantia friend Liam Delap, all of these boys, Omudia Baapa, Chelsea for a push to try and get a striker. They are very, very clear. So Chelsea for you want to find a striker to come in and then get a job done for themselves. My imagine say they will not allow. Now they won't be allowed. Striker next home here, show me team. That is going to go. They will not allow that at all. They want to make sure say things will go on for themselves. Then things are going to go on in that right direction. And the only thing was that Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen, former Juve former Napoli sporting director Giovanni Guantoli, the current sporting director of team friend FC Juventus now. Although church we say Unyaya Obenya about the Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen back to Juventus. Omo say it has not worked with Abrantia. Your friend or what's them Dusan Vlahovic hasn't worked with a lot of these guys, so they would want to bring in Abrantia friend of Victor Osimhen to come back to the Juventini family, to come and get the goals for them. Italy, we'll see. It's Juve, the team, Gina Chelsea, all prevented Chelsea from getting Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen, and of course, the wages, are very, very important. They want him at all costs, but Napoli don't want to sell to Juve, obviously. On local rivals, Napoli would not want to sell to them, to make sure that things will go on well. Napoli for say they wouldn't want to sell any of them players, to we'll see how things will go on from there when it comes to Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen, going back to Napoli or coming in to come and play against team, your friend of Victor Osimhen going back to come and play against team to play for team and friend Chelsea. We'll see whether that's going to see the light of day, and I say any possible. Chelsea for no against Manchester United, they have no option than to get results from them. Only results against Manchester United, literally it puts any hope for Champions League away. And then breaking news at ever, and I say Abrantia friend Ruben Amorim, the coach of Manchester United. What we are hearing is that Manchester United staff from Babako ball maybe Europa League final Bilbao or my catcher Manchester United for na catch Ruben Amorim said this one where to the backroom staff. Normal Manchester United here, they won't be able to pay for the backroom staff of team my friend Manchester United. Until Ruben Amorim Nankasa has gone in to try and see if he can go and pay for on one backroom staff, no somebody on my family, on my hotel, or somebody man, ebeba game no or not. No, wait to see if that is going to happen. So I brought Chelsea boss that all important game against Newcastle. You know, Romeo Lavia came back and Obabe catcher almost said for him as a player, when he why a lot of why big mistake or Chelsea. Sabo na Newcastle for Jay Cochet, Sando Tonali go, but he will return big. I know now Romeo Lavia back in Chelsea training now. We're training very, very nicely, and he's waiting for some Manchester United game now. About so later in the day, and really, really important stuff. Such as for Inya or my boy, your friend, Abrantia, your friend, our two players, or here our Chelsea team, very, very important at Chelsea for Ebinya Romeo Lavia to be fit, come in and then come and get a job done. Or we'll see how things like that will pan out. Chelsea simply cannot exist without two of his James Romeo Lavia or Wesley Fofana being out at the same time. Almost every time, yeah, at least one of them would have to go, and a very, very sad thing for Chelsea Football Club. Of course, Chelsea for now hoping say the issues of Rhys James money at the Adeno will not see the light of day, and will be able to get their players to come and get a job done. Of course, with respect to transfers, so Barca for started on transfer business, and in the last few hours, Abrantia friend Deco started in Como. Bologna for Sam Boykema drawing interest from Premier League sides on the Serie A. Bologna for not consider a summer offer for 25 to 30 million. A lot of clubs share the centre back from team my friend Bologna. Now, Abrantia, your friend, Abrantia, or watch a team your friend SSC Napoli. Lukaku and all of these guys are all players that are subject to transfers now. Very, very important. On the part of Tima, your friend Barcelona, Deco aiding to come in. Deco wants to make sure say Obinya the players now on him, and then to bring them in and then come and get a job done. Deco is very, very clear on bringing a lot of quality players to come in and come and get a job done. Almost Barca for options now. Almost a very, very, very good scout over there to make sure that they do the assessment and bring in some very, very quality players now to get a job done. Our team, your friend, our team, your friend FC Barcelona. I'm gonna say the city of Sao Paulo wants to host multiple Barcelona matches in the coming years. And our friend Rafinha. If we Barcelona and so I'll be joining the conversation of our friend Dean Hodgson. I'm going to say Gisabo is not Chelsea for very close to know. I'm going to film Deco. We didn't come about Barca on the start of the season, how things went. I'll say at the start of the season, with the changes we made, my goal was to compete for everything. But honestly, the team exceeded expectations. We competed with a strong Real Madrid, and by a small margin, we missed on the Champions League. Talking about how Barca for the young man, or no Deco say he has been very, very much impressed with how Barca have been playing subsequently this season. Ball on the ball, off the ball. According to Deco, Barca have been very, very super, and he's excited to have Rafinha say, I'll always say that being a leader isn't just about wearing the armband, but making sure that you give your all on the field of play. And Rafinha has really grown into one of the leaders our team, your friend FC Barcelona team. And Chelsea for say there is no way I'm going to bet on my brand friend Andrey Santos. Now, he said in the last few days, Arsenal for have asked questions about Andrey Santos. Ocean statistics are it's literally one of the best for his age over Europe. And I just Arsenal for now. In fact, there is a statistic where there's a comparison between Andrey Santos and your friend N'Golo Conte. Now, and our Chelsea for now catch you. I said there is no way they are selling Andrey Santos out of their team, and I would say only Ousmane Dembele has a higher average rating than Andrey Santos or French League on. Andrey Santos was average rating of 7.34. Ousmane Dembele was 7.70. And also the data and statistic compare or not to Brent friend N'Golo Conte. you look at it and matches played, N'Golo Conte 37, Andrey Santos 31, goals scored, Andrey Santos 9, N'Golo 1, assists 3, N'Golo 4, 1.03 interceptions, N'Golo Conte 4.22, tackles made at 3.52. I mean, you can tell, say the boy is doing some good stuff. Our team, my friend, how these Strasbourg, and wait to see how things are going to pan out with N'Golo Conte more. Any better friend Andrey Santos when next season he comes in, when things go on very, very well, we'll see how things are going to go. Of course, in terms of strikers, a branch friend of Victor Gyökeres, still Nhobo Mupa Kofa started didn't come out about a branch friend Victor Gyökeres, and if there is a possibility one Shinia or joining Chelsea, I mean, next summer, very, very important way of playing for Brentia Freno, Benjamin Sesko, very experienced German Bundesliga. I mean, there's a possibility one Shane and Chelsea for will push in and bring in a Brentia Freno, Benjamin Sesko. I've always said several times, except for me, I like a Brentia Freno Victor Osimhen, Benjamin Sesko on the favorites. By the end of the day, we'll see how that transfer conversation is going to go on the part of Chelsea and how they want to play in Amiaduma next season. Very, very important. Very, very important how things will go with respect to that now on. Of course, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube will draw the curtain on tonight's analysis. Amiaduma, we'll come back with some more conversation on Fiifi-Manfred. I'll see you. Bye-bye.